Greetings to all. We are the students from Bjrgdc Government Degree College, Narayanaguda, Hyderabad. We have done Jignasa student study project on a study on public perception and role of special economic zones in economic development of Telangana. We have done this project under the supervision of Dr.D.M.Swamy M. Pandanath sir. Introduction of our project. Special economic zones in an area in which the business and traders are different from the rest of the country. CEZ are located within a country's national border. There was a colonial exploitation before independence. After 1950, many economic policies made by government to develop the country and it taken place. This development was not reached targets and growth was very slow due to economic control policies. After 1991, new economic policies have started in the name of LPG. Under LPG policy, many liberalized economic policies initiated by government to promote the private sector for rapid economic growth. Among them, CEZ policy is very important. India was one of the first in Asia to start export processing zone in Kandla in Gujarat 1965. CEZ policy announced in 2000, legalized in 2005. Implementation started from 2006 in the name of CEZ rules. The CEZ rules and regulations simplified procedures for development, operation and maintenance of CEZ and for setting up units and conducting business. Single window clearance on matter relating to central as well as state government. Simplified compliance procedures and documentation with an emphasis on self-certification. The main objectives of the CEZ Act: generation of additional economic activity, promotion of exports of goods and services, promotion of investment from domestic and foreign sources, creation of employment opportunities, development of infrastructure facilities.
Here, types of special economic zone. Now we can see some of them here. Statement of the problem. The establishment of CEZ in geographical wide spread in the state and causes reduction in the regional disparities and promotes regional imbalance. On the other hand, CEZ criticized in the aspects of exploitation of labor and resources and destruction in environment. In overall, public perception about the CEZ is very important. The present study addressed this issue by collecting their opinion regarding the CEZ rule. Objectives of the study: to assess the public perception on the role of CEZ in employment creation and resource utilization, to analyze the public perception on the role of CEZ in income generation of householders and reducing regional imbalance, study the public perception on the role of CEZ in overall economic development of the state, to provide appropriate suggestions for improving CEZ performances in the state. Research methodology. In our study, we used both secondary data and primary data. The conceptual framework and review of literature are collecting from the secondary data sources such as online websites, research reports, research articles, research theses, etc. However, primary data is the art of the present study. The present study collected primary data regarding the public perception on the role of CEZ in the region. The sample size and selection. The target audience in the study: residents living in the surrounding areas of the CEZ operations in Telangana. The sample size consists of 288 respondents. The sample size is selected based on the purposive and convenient sample techniques. The study mainly focused on CEZ in Rangareddy, Medak, Mahbubnagar districts due to operating of major portion of CEZ in these districts in Telangana. Research tools: well-structured questionnaire, 5-point Likert scale, Cronbach alpha data reliability test. Now we can see gender, education and regional participation of respondents in CEZ areas of Telangana. Gender of the respondents: out of 288 respondents, 83.3 male and 16.7 female. Education of the respondents: 41.7 respondents are completed their graduation. Region of the respondents: 50% of respondents are living in the semi-urban areas.
In our research, most of the age of respondents were in between 25 to 35 years of the age. 100% of our respondents were well aware about CEZ operating in their regions. In our questionnaire, we asked them about that CEZ improved employment opportunities in your area, and 53.13% were strongly agreed to this statement. Nearly 46.53% were strongly agreed that CEZ reduced regional disparities in their areas. 65% of the respondents were agreed that CEZ improved economic and business activities in their regions. 47.22% were strongly agreed that CEZ improved income levels of the local families. 62.50% were strongly agreed, and 4.86% were strongly disagreed that CEZ caused effective utilization of the local resources. Nearly 60% were strongly agreed that CEZ is a tax revenue for the Telangana state.
As of research, CEZ caused air, water, land pollution in your region. 58.68% were strongly, moderately disagreed with the statement. 58.68% were strongly agreed with CEZ caused overall economic development in Telangana.
Statistical result: Cronbach alpha data reliability test. Cronbach alpha 0.899. Cronbach alpha based on standardized items 0.896. Number of items 14. Cronbach alpha techniques is used to assess the reliability or internal consistency of set of scale or test items. The result of the test will be range from alpha 0 to 1. If alpha is equal to 0, it indicates dependency of all scale items one with another, where alpha is equal to 1 indicates interdependency of all scale items and high covariance. Therefore, increasing the value indicates high reliability. In general, suggestible Cronbach's alpha reliability coefficient level is 0.899. In the present study of reliability test is 0.896, which is higher than standard acceptable level is 0.70. This indicates high reliability and consistency of data and fit of chi-square findings. Total respondents are 288 for the study. Nearly 85 to 90% respondents opined that CES created employment opportunities, reduced regional disparities, improved economic or business activities, income levels are increased, effective utilization of resources, tax revenue also increased to the government, and overall economic development of Telangana. However, they also expressed their opinion that says employment on contractual and outsourcing type created and their salaries are less and no employment securities. It created water, land, air pollution, price level increased, over exploitation of resources taken place and less benefits of the local areas.
CES should provide permanent employment to get positive opinion and discharge long-term employment benefits and be job security. The study suggests extension of the benefits of the CES to the village and local areas, and policy makers should frame the policies to reduce the migration. The study found significant impact of special economic zones in the overall economic development of Telangana. The public perception also favorable to the finding because most of them express positive opinion towards the role of CES in the overall socio-economic development of the state. And the final conclusion, the special economic zones play a very crucial role in the economic development of every economy, either state or center. The establishment of CES promote areas as industrial areas and focus on the effective utilization of resources for the better productivity purposes. Thus, CES provides adequate employment, increase income levels, and improve the living standards of the people. Thus, CES reduce the regional disparities, increase tax contribution, and lead to the overall economic development of the state and the country in the long run. The present study also found positive perception of public towards the role of CES in the overall economic development of Telangana.
Thank you.
Thank you.